Until a decade ago, the word robot was associated primarily with industrial work. Having robots perform tasks in place of humans is helpful. Line following is one of the most common robotic studies. The robot shown here uses true infrared sensors to navigate itself around the drawn lines. The IR sensors emit light which is reflected off the surface below. The black line absorbs light, whereas the white reflects. Using this principle, the line follower is able to detect when it is moving over the line. By applying some simple logic, the robot is able to maneuver itself in a way that it follows the line at all times. Next up is our favorite robot, the Mark III, or some people may know it as a sumo bot. Using the infrared sensors, these robots are able to detect an opponent and push it out of the arena. And we have ourselves a winner. Ever been lost in a maze? Well, perhaps this maze solver robot can help you find the way out. The maze solver uses IR sensors to detect walls. The logic of the robot is to follow the one side of the wall, either the right or the left. And 9 out of 10 times, it will find a solution to the maze. Multiple robots working as a team to solve a task have many practical applications. The depicted swarm's behavior is to group itself into its own set of colors. They do that simply by using radio frequencies. By transmitting a signal corresponding to their color, the robots are able to identify their own group and organize themselves. Simple, right? Well, maybe not as simple as it may seem. The purpose of developing these swarms is the potential that one day they might be deployed by the thousands to monitor and sense the environment, inspect machinery, or even perform medical procedures inside the human body. What you see here may seem like a fun application of swarm behavior, but playing soccer for these robots involves highly complex tasks like detecting the ball, distance measuring, navigating, communicating, planning, and kicking. Somehow, I don't think fun is a part of their complex logic. This, friends, is one of my favorite robots. This balancing robot uses a very different sensor to maintain its delicate balance on just 2 wheels. Using a gyroscope for tilt along with an accelerometer for better accuracy and acceleration, it does exactly what is needed. The BalBot also uses IR sensors for obstacle avoidance. Using a combination of all the sensor data, it is not only able to balance itself and avoid obstacles, but also find its way through small openings. Now that is truly impressive. If you thought that autonomous robots only came in small sizes and inside controlled environments, think again. This is no ordinary rally or race. It is the DARPA Grand Challenge. These autonomous self-driving off-road vehicles are some of the most complex machinery with thousands of lines of computer code and multiple computers playing a symphony of computer vision, GPS, radar, sonar, touch, and many other sensors. Though some of these robots were not very successful, Stanford University won the race by completing the course in just under 7 hours. Don't know about you, but I cannot wait to get one of these self-driving vehicles. This quadruped robot looks big, bulky, and not as dynamic as the other robots we have showcased. However, looks can be deceiving. It is in fact one of the few robots that is capable of navigating in a variety of terrains. But that is not what is extremely special about this robot. This biologically inspired robotic mule also reacts to the environment just as a mule would. Just as robots on land come in different forms, they are not restricted to only land as well. The robot you're seeing is capable of navigating through urban settings and using a variety of sensors, and also locate its own landing pad by using computer vision to detect patterns. Currently, a UAV named Predator is deployed in live combat situations as well. One of the most interesting forms of robots are underwater robots. If you thought what you see is a fish, well, it is, but a robotic one. This robotic fish was created by researchers to mimic movement of biological fish and also react to its environment in the same way. But no underwater robot has as many degrees of freedom when it comes to movement like this underwater snake. These autonomous underwater vehicles have many practical applications as well. By emulating real-world tasks such as pipeline following, underwater docking, locating sound sources, and identifying objects without any human control, these AUVs and their researchers are paving the way for a highly efficient future. All things aside, when someone says robot, the first thing that comes to mind is a mechanical humanoid. And that is exactly what a Simo is. A very advanced robot with highly complex logic and embedded sensors. It is able to communicate and interact with humans in much the same way as we would. Looks can be deceiving, huh? Well, her name is Curie R1 and she was developed by researchers in Japan. That's right, she is a robot. We will let Curio's antics speak for themselves.